Okay, you guys, it's here, the end of the year, when we go ahead and we show you everything that we loved in the year 2018 as influencers. And I have a huge thing of skincare here because for me, great makeup does not happen without great skincare. So I'm going to share with you my 18 favorites in 2018 of skincare. I hope that you enjoy this. Please give it a thumbs up if you want to see more great skincare at affordable prices and a little bit of high end in there. Just keep watching. Okay, I'm going to try and go in order of what the steps I do on my face, but you guys, honestly, I really might skip around. So the number one step that I use is cleanser. I love Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. This is my go-to cleanser. I absolutely love it because I feel like this takes off all of my makeup without leaving anything behind, but without stripping too. And I love that about this cleanser. And I also feel like, because a little bit of this goes a long way for me, that ounce for ounce with the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, it actually works out to be about the same. I'm a big QVC woman. I do a lot of QVC shopping. So I do get this on Easy Pay, and it just seems to kind of work out in the wash. So the next thing I want to show you is something I'm completely out of. I need to get a new one. This is the Sephora waterproof eye makeup remover. And when you get this, it will be separated. You will have the oil on the top, and then you will have the cleanser down on the bottom. And it's a liquid. You shake it up, and you just use it wherever you need it. And mine is always on my eyes because I do use a lot of waterproof mascara. So I just find that, you know, tipping it over, putting a little bit on my eyes and working it in, it comes off beautifully. That is something that I will always have and always keep. I am working on a Lancome one, a Lancome waterproof eye makeup remover, but I don't like it as well as I like the Sephora one. So that tells you something. Okay, this isn't a numbered step in here, but I do want to tell you about these. And the reason being is because I would not be caught dead taking my makeup off without these cloths. I get a 3-pack of these cloths on Amazon for like $4 or $5. I can't remember. But if you guys have ever heard of the Magic Makeup Eraser, that is the same thing as these are. And basically all they are is a microfiber cloth that really just takes all of your makeup off at once. And so do I do a double cleanse? Not really. What I do is I will use those two cleansers, and then what I'll do is I will go back in and I will wring this towel out. First of all, you'll be shocked at how much makeup is on here. And then I'll wring this towel out with some warm water, and most of the makeup will come out of this towel. I'll go to a spot that maybe doesn't have so much makeup on it, and I'll go back in and I will cleanse again all over my skin to take off any residual. And a little bit will be on there, but not very much, not like the first time when you did it. And I am always so surprised at that. Now, I know that these work because I have tried them with cleanser before and I get the same exact result. There's not that much on there. It's because they're so good. It's because they take off your makeup the first time. So I would highly recommend you get some of these. I have like 20 of them. I will not be without them. They are fantastic. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about an essence. This is an essence that I discovered this year that I was just absolutely smitten with. You guys have heard this in so many of my videos. This is the Suhada. I'm going to say that wrong anyway. This is the Urea Moisture Lotion. Changed my skincare essence game. Sometimes I feel like I don't even have to use a moisturizer when I use this. I put this on everywhere. I will use this everywhere. I'll put it under my eyes, on top of my eyes, over my lips, all the way down to the top of my boobs. And I love this stuff, you guys. I put it on the back of my hands. It's moisturizing beyond anything I've ever tried. Please, if you can, and you have aging skin that you feel like is too dry, please try this. You will not be disappointed. I have talked about in other videos what urea lotion actually is, and no, I promise you that this is not a byproduct of urine. So love that stuff. Total game changer for me. Another thing that I discovered this year that has been a game changer is my ordinary Glycolic 7% toning solution. I use this either in the morning or night on opposite days that I don't use my Retin A. And the reason is because this is an exfoliating agent. So this is kind of basically a chemical peel. And I just feel like this one just does a really, really good job. And this is like a daily exfoliation. Derma E makes a really good one too, but this one is a little bit stronger than that one. And I like this one better because I definitely know that this one's working because I can feel the little tingling sensation that you do get. This is really, really good as far as keeping your skin exfoliated on a daily basis. Another thing that is a really good exfoliator that I am so in love with, and you guys can see that I'm almost completely out of this. This is The Ordinary's AHA 30% and BHA 2%, the peeling solution. You guys, any of you that like I think it's the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial, it's the peel. This is way better as far as I'm concerned. This is stronger, and you actually will feel this. You have to build up to using this because the chemical exfoliation in this is much higher than that Drunk Elephant one, but this is so good. I definitely recommend this, and it's a fraction of the cost of the Drunk Elephant. I love that about The Ordinary. And so let's just get The Ordinary products out of the way so you guys can know that I'm an Ordinary fanatic. Recently, this is the Buffet solution from The Ordinary. Now, the Buffet is a serum that has all different kinds of serums packed into this little bottle. So this is your kind of your one and done serum. I absolutely love this stuff. It is so good. I will tell you that what this does not have in it is either niacinamide or vitamin C. Those two I actually would order separately. You're not going to see me have either one of those in here today. The vitamin C is because I haven't found my perfect vitamin C serum yet. I'm still working on trying so many. As far as the niacinamide goes, though, I do feel like The Ordinary has the best niacinamide that I've tried to date. So just so you know that, kind of an FYI. Okay, the last thing from The Ordinary that I'm going to recommend to you is the bee oil. And yes, I put a big B on there because my eyes are really bad sometimes. There is all kinds of really, really good other oils packed into this oil. This oil is a green look, has a green look to it, a green tinge. This oil is so good. It feels so good on the skin because it has so many different kinds of oils in it. It's a great hydrator. I will list up on the screen really quickly what kind of oils it has in it, and you'll probably be really surprised. It's such a wonderful feel on my skin. It soothes my skin. It hydrates my skin. It does have kind of a vitamin-y smell to it, but that tells me that it's doing what it's supposed to. It's delivering vitamins to my skin that my skin really needs. So I would recommend the bee oil all the way from The Ordinary. I did bring this one in here today just as a reminder. This is my Neutrogena skincare. This is the Ultra Sheer 100 plus SPF, but I'm going to throw up on the screen right here what I prefer to use. Even though I'm using that one up, I prefer to use this one that is the 70 SPF. It is a little bit more liquid, and I find that I just like it better as far as the way that it mixes with all the rest of my skincare. Now, neither this or the one that I'm showing you on the screen, neither of these are greasy at all. They have that dry touch feel to them, and yet they give fantastic protection for SPF. And as far as aging goes, if you want to stop any aging that's going on, or you don't want to start aging, you better be wearing some sunscreen. That's all I've got to say about that. Okay, let's step back and take a little breath because I get a little ahead of myself. This is an exfoliator. This is a two-step program from Olay. I love the exfoliator, the vitamin C exfoliator that you get from Philosophy, that is the two-step, but it is so expensive. And I have found that this is the exact same product. So basically what it is inside of here is like a granular solution. It's completely gone because I need a new one. It's got like one more use in here. But anyway, it's a granular solution that you put on your skin first. Don't rub it too much into your skin. Just kind of get it all over, you know, and it's going to feel really gritty when it first goes on your skin. Smells so good. It smells like orange juice to me. And then you're going to take the lotion part, which is in here, and you're going to use that, and it's going to all of a sudden do a foaming, warming feeling to your skin, and you're going to rub it in, and it's going to do a great exfoliation. And then you wipe it off or splash it off with some water, and you are going to be so surprised at how good this does. So you're getting a tiny bit of the chemical part of it, but you're also getting the physical part of an exfoliation. So good, you guys. This is a must for me. This is like my 4th or 5th time of repurchasing this. I love this, you guys. I get it on Amazon, and it's really inexpensive. Okay, I have 2 specific masks that I want to talk to you about today. And first of all, let me apologize to you for the cost. The first one is the Peter Thomas Roth 24 karat gold mask, which is a super hydrator. I love using this. It never dries down. You know, sometimes you put masks on and if you wait any longer than like 10 or 15 minutes, you know, you can feel like they're already drying down. This doesn't dry at all. It feels like the Manuka honey that they use. I don't think that it has honey in it per se, but it is really, really a good hydrator. And then when I go back in and I take it off with a warm washcloth, I just feel like my skin is super hydrated. This is something that I have seen a lot of dupes for. Haven't tried them yet. I plan on trying them in 2019. So I'll let you know whether or not I find a dupe for it. But I buy this one about once a year and it lasts me the whole entire year. So I really do love that 24 karat gold mask. Okay, now this is probably my most surprising product of 2018 as far as skincare. And between the Urea lotion and this one, these are the two. So this one is from Laura Mercier. It was gifted to me through Octoly by Laura Mercier to review. However, that is not why I'm reviewing it and putting it into my favorites, because you guys know that I could never put a product in my absolute favorites if it wasn't an absolute favorite. This thing shocked the crap out of me, you guys. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Moisturizing Glow Mask. Okay, what I do is I splash my face with water and then I go back in and I put this all over my face. And when I first put it on, it feels really thick. It comes out really lotiony. And then when I go ahead, like it looks like just a straight up lotion. But when I go ahead and I start to rub it in, I can almost feel the emollients starting and it just feels so moisturizing. So you leave this on, it says to leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes and then take a tissue and tissue it off and then just rub the excess in. Holy moly, you guys, my skin has never been so moisturized for such a long time. And you know how I am. I like to find affordable options, so I hesitate to even mention it. But honestly, you guys, this is beyond any moisturization that I've ever felt from any mask, even the Peter Thomas Roth one. So that one to me has just been fantastic. It's been one of those hydrators that I can't live without ever since I first got it. And even feeling it on my hands right now when I just rubbed it into my skin, it's amazing. So I would say if you have super dry skin and you're battling it during the winter, give that a try for the winter. It's so good. The NIOD multi-molecular hyaluronic complex. This has something like 14 or 15 hyaluronic acids in it. And you guys know that hyaluronic acid holds 1,000% of its weight in water to your face or your skin, wherever you put it. I use it right underneath my eyes in a couple of drops. And then I'll put a moisturizer on top of it and it just works so good. This is pretty expensive for this little jar. I think this is 0.5 ounces, not even a whole ounce, but I just use like one drop on my fingers and it works so good. So I have repurchased that one several times. And then I did discover the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm this year as well. When I sit down to do my makeup, if I've done my skincare like 2 or 3 hours before, and I feel like there's any place on my skin that is a little bit dry, that hasn't gotten quite enough moisture from my morning skincare, I'll go ahead and I'll swipe this on, and then I'll put some primer right on top of it, and it really does a really good trick of just locking that in, because the primer, you know, is a dimethicone or a silicone. And so it locks that in, and this is really cooling when it first touches your skin. This is a really lovely product, and I've really enjoyed having that this year, and definitely going to be a repurchase for me over and over again. Okay, the Laneige sleeping mask. I have seen this so much all over YouTube lately. This was something that was discovered by everybody last year. However, I have found that it is way cheaper on Amazon. I'll make sure I link that for you guys. Much cheaper on Amazon, but if you have dry, parched lips and you wake up with your lips feeling super duper dry, you're gonna love this mask. There's something about it. It just feels so emollient and so hydrating, and I just love it. So I know that you guys are probably going, all she's talking about is moisture, 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 and that's true. I have very, very dry skin, and so moisture for me, and especially on my aging skin, underneath my eyes, anywhere you have wrinkles, that's because of 2 reasons. Number 1, you're aging, obviously, that's why you have wrinkles. But the other thing is if you can plump those wrinkles up with hydration, they're going to stand out less. They're not going to be as noticeable. So yes, I do talk a lot about hydration. Okay, however, I'm going to tell you what my holy grail skincare item is, and it's right here. It is the Tretinoin or Retin A. You guys, I started using this about 2 years ago when I, had been on YouTube for a little while. Total game changer for me for these 2 years. I have noticed my skin turning over more. I have noticed it being fresher. I've noticed my lines being diminished, my pores being diminished. It just really has the ability to penetrate the upper skin layers and go down in there, and it produces the collagen that we lose as we age. And so it really, can push that older skin away, and then you have to exfoliate that older skin. But what comes out is the pretty new skin that is plumped up with collagen, and this is what produces that collagen, or helps your skin produce that collagen, I should say. So I do have some videos on using Tretinoin or Retin A, and I will list those for you below so that you can see those. There's lots of really great articles in those that I highly encourage you to read as well. Okay, let's talk a little bit of hydration, and then we're done. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is something that I used for almost the whole entire year. And this is the Ultra Repair Cream, the Intense Therapy. And you can use this on your body, or you can use this on your face. It really doesn't matter because it's just that good. And I used it on my face, never had any breakouts, never anything like that. So even though it's an Ultra Repair Cream, it really kept my skin very hydrated and very nice. And I would take the beet oil and mix it with this as my last step at night. And I just found that it worked so good in keeping my skin hydrated all night long. So I really do recommend that. The other one that I want to talk to you about is my Derma E Hydrating Day Cream. This is so good for my skin and keeping my skin hydrated. I just love this stuff. And I actually have been using it for probably the last 4 months, and I really like what it's doing to my skin. It just really helps my skin with that hydration, that extra drink of water that I need to have. So that one is a definite yes. And then the other thing that I discovered a couple months ago is the Naturally Serious Skin Warrior Anti-Pollution Repair Cream. I actually got it, and I brought this in so I could show you. I actually got it in this little tube as a sample, and I went and bought the big one, which is saying something for me, because if I can, find something that is a really good drugstore option, that's what I'm going to use. So this one used this up, and I went out and purchased the big one. And yes, it is a little bit more pricey, but to me, it's worth it. And I don't have to use as much of this as I do feel like I was slathering on other creams. So this is a really great cream for a hydrator at night for me. I'm loving that. So that's everything for my skincare rock stars. I hope that you guys did enjoy this. Please give this video a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I would really appreciate it. I'm not going to say much more. I will be bringing you all the rest of my rock stars for the year as the month goes on. Thank you guys for spending some of your time with me. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe before you leave. I would love that. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in my very next video. Bye, guys.